The night Noah Kingsley almost gave up, he sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the sound of his own breathing. His phone lay beside him, glowing with other people's success stories, people his age, younger than him, louder than him, people who seemed fearless. His chest felt heavy, like he was carrying a weight no one else could see. In a quiet, broken voice, he whispered the words he had repeated for years. Why can't I be confident like them? That question followed him everywhere, like a shadow he couldn't escape. Noah had always lived carefully. He thought carefully. He spoke carefully. He dreamed carefully. From school to adulthood, he learned how to stay unnoticed. When teachers asked questions, he knew the answers but stayed silent. When opportunities appeared, he stepped back and let others take them. Not because he was weak, but because he doubted himself. Every mistake felt like proof that he didn't belong. Every success felt like luck that would soon run out. Slowly, his world became smaller, shaped by fear and self-doubt. At work, Noah watched confident people rise. They weren't always smarter. They weren't always better. But they believed in themselves. And that belief changed everything. Noah told himself he would speak up tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became never. Each night, he promised himself change. Each morning, fear broke that promise. And the most painful part wasn't failure, it was knowing he was capable of more, yet trapped inside his own mind. One rainy evening, after another day of silence, Noah took a long walk to clear his thoughts. He stopped under a streetlight, watching the rain fall, feeling small in a big world. That's when he noticed a woman sitting nearby, calm, unbothered by the storm. She looked at him and said softly, "You look like someone fighting a battle no one applauds." Noah smiled sadly. She continued, "Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by acting before you feel ready." Those words didn't sound magical. They sounded real. And for the first time, Noah felt hope instead of pressure. That night, he made a simple decision. He didn't promise to become confident overnight. He promised something smaller. He promised to take one uncomfortable step every day. The next morning, his heart pounded as he spoke during a meeting. His voice shook. His hands trembled. But he didn't stop. Nothing dramatic happened. No one laughed. No one rejected him. The fear had been louder than reality. That single moment planted a seed. Days turned into weeks. Noah began keeping small promises to himself. He raised his hand. He asked questions. He shared ideas. Every action whispered a new message to his mind. I can do hard things. Fear didn't disappear, but it lost its power. Confidence didn't arrive as loud excitement. It arrived as quiet self-respect. Noah started standing taller, not because he felt superior, but because he felt worthy. There were setbacks, days when old doubts returned, days when he wanted to hide again. But this time, he didn't quit. He reminded himself that confidence is not the absence of fear, it's movement despite fear. Each failure became feedback. Each effort became evidence. Slowly, others noticed the change. But more importantly, Noah noticed it within himself. 1 year later, Noah stood in front of a room filled with young people, his voice steady, his eyes clear. He spoke about his journey, not as a hero, but as proof. Proof that self-confidence is not a gift, it's a habit. He told them that successful people aren't fearless. They are consistent. They show up even when they doubt themselves. They act first, and confidence follows. If you feel stuck, invisible, or afraid to believe in yourself, remember Noah. Confidence is built in the moments no one sees. When you speak even though your voice shakes. When you try even though you might fail. When you choose courage over comfort, start small. Keep promises to yourself. Because the real secret weapon of successful people is not talent, luck, or perfection, it is self-confidence, earned one brave step at a time.